We are loud, obnoxious, and completely inappropriate. Viewers' discretion is strongly advised.
Let's play ball. Okay. Blue Jays. Let's play ball.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jays Talk. This is episode 1, recorded live on March 26, 2019. My name is Leonard. I am joined by my co-host, Chad. Hello, Chad.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good, good. So, before we begin, if you're watching us live at YouTube and Twitch, our chat rooms are open, so please join us in our conversation. So, before we begin, we just want to give you a little bit of a description of this show itself. So, this show is all about the Blue Jays. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly about this whole thing. Their stride to get get into the World Series, all the way to hopefully we don't have to talk about how the injury list is, how the Jays is being, I don't know, best way to describe it, injury prone. But we're gonna be talking about that as well too. But yeah, so if you are a Jays fan, welcome. If you're curious and you guys don't know who the Jays are, well, welcome. We'll tell you all about it. Yeah, we're just gonna start with something simple, something easy. We'll start with the spring training. Actually, no. Before we do that, the first opening day game, it's in 2 days, on Thursday, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. They're gonna have what kind of ceremonies are they having in the beginning, Chad?
I think they're just gonna welcome the new manager, Charlie Montoya, and do homage to Roy Halladay getting in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, perfect. So if you guys don't know what happened to Rob Halladay, he actually got a plane crash a few years ago, and the Jays actually did a very beautiful tribute with him because he started his career here, right? In the Jays.
Yeah.
And after that, he went to the Phillies itself. There was a little bit of annoyingness to the Jays fans that when he goes to the Hall of Fame, he's not wearing any logos. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately, he's not going to be wearing his Jays cap and uniform when he goes to the Hall of Fame. But we understand. We understand. He had a great career in Philly as well, too. So, oh, well. Okay, so let's start with the spring training here. Let's just look back at the spring training. So Chad, the questions I have is who's coming back? Who's the new players? And who looks good? We'll start with who's coming back from last year's roster.
Coming back, you have Biagini, Ryan Baracchi, who's going to miss his first 2 starts. Gavilio, who's going to move to the bullpen. Ken Giles is still the closer. Tim Meza is still in relief. Thomas Pannone will be back in the bullpen. Aaron Sanchez and Marcus Stroman and Ryan Tepera. That's the pitching staff.
Yeah, and right now Tepera, according to Tepera is actually injured. He has a right elbow inflammation. So, great. And Bud Norris is actually in the disabled list as well too. So yay, good for them. At least they have
John Oxford, who got an elbow injury. They released and said, "We'll sign you when you're better."
Oh, really?
So when his rehab's done, they're gonna sign him back.
So hopefully before the All-Star.
Maybe.
But yeah, so our new players are actually pretty good. I'm very impressed with the new players actually coming in. I can't wait to see them in full game, right? So who do we have? Who do we have for the new players?
New players is Danny Jensen's a full-time catcher now, with Luke Mealy the backup. Trent Thornton from Houston. They signed Matt Shoemaker, Clayton Richards, David Phelps, Daniel Hudson just 2 days ago, Clay Buchholz, and Elvis Luciano, who is a Rule 5 from Kansas City.
Oh, I did not
So
hear about that.
if they don't keep him, and he's 19 years old.
Oh, so he's gonna be dumped to the minor leagues then.
Well, if they do, then if he doesn't stay with the big team, he
Mhm.
goes back to Kansas City.
Ooh, does he want to go back to Kansas?
It's not up to him.
Does Candace want him?
If they let him go, then I think they're gonna try and find a way to keep him.
Okay, so maybe. What position does he play?
He would be relief
Relief.
pitcher.
Oh, okay. Let's see if he's
And
in
we
the
have
live
Justin
booth.
Smoke is back.
Yeah, Smokey's back. I'm glad with that. I think he has I think this is last year or something, or 2 years from now. Yes, 2 more
2
years.
years.
Two more years, right?
The Goriel Jr. is back.
Yes, I like
Yuri's
him.
back.
He was
Yeah.
on fire during the off season. During the spring training.
Brendan Jury's back
Mhm.
until Vladdy comes up in about a month or two.
Yeah. Well, you think he's coming
Freddie-
back? Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Freddie Galvis is new,
Yes,
so he's
he's
shortstop. So
he's the one who's placing.
Goriel moves to second.
Yeah, so Freddie replaced what's his name? Going on blank now. Who was our shortstop last year? I'm going blank. He went to New York.
Oh, Tulowitzki.
Tulo, yeah. So, but okay. Speaking of Tulo, he does look good though. He looks
Yeah.
healthy. He looks really healthy.
He will. He'll be on the bench for the Yankees though.
Yeah, as soon as what's his name comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only getting paid $500,000 for this one.
And Kendrys Morales is back.
yes.
DH.
I thought he'll be gone after last year.
I
really
kept hearing
thought.
they kept him to work with the Latinos,
Oh, really?
and he had a good second half.
Yes, he did. But yeah, I was surprised. I thought he was gone and would be looking for a new DH.
And in the outfield, we have Teoscar Hernandez,
Yes, I'm glad he's back.
Billy McKinney, and they're going to
Yes.
split time in left.
Okay.
Kevin Pillar and Randall Grichuk.
Oh, Gritchick is back. Yeah, I like Gritchick. Well, apparently the outfield was the left and the right field was being fought for during
Yeah.
the off season, during the spring season.
So,
yeah,
you want to move on to who impressed?
Yes, let's do that. Yes.
So impressed. Teoscar Hernandez apparently impressed a lot of people because he worked on his fielding
Oh, really?
in the fall league, the
Mhm.
winter leagues. So he could be starting, but they'll still alternate with McKinney.
Okay.
And everyone's talking about Bo Bichette.
Yes, he looks good. I think he is a lot healthier than Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
He is a lot healthier. I see him as a potential. I think he'll come up faster than Guerrero. I think.
I don't think they're gonna rush him, but he will be the shortstop.
Okay. So what happened to Galvis though?
They could trade him.
Well, he
They-
signed for a 1-year
they-
contract, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
But almost anybody's up for trade this year.
Yeah. All their even Pilar is probably potentially be gone next year if he doesn't perform.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. They keep saying this is a building year, so hopefully they rebuild properly.
It's a building year, but they got good problems to have because usually with a rebuilding year, you got bad talent, but they got talent.
Yeah. We got tons of talents. We had guys
Yeah.
fighting for positions.
I
So
know.
so you can't go wrong with that at all.
When one person goes down, the spot's filled right away.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's the best interest for them to be healthy, right? Right. So speaking of healthy, let's talk about injuries really fast here. So our favorite person, Travis, injured again. It's like every year that he has to be injured at the beginning of the year. Every year. Like, what's up with
And
him,
it's
man?
his knees.
Yeah, and he's going to surgery. That means he's out for if he gets the surgery this week, that means he's out for like 9 months. No, sorry, 3 months, 90 days
Yeah.
plus rehab.
And I gotta think it's gotta do with the AstroTurf or tire turf, whatever it is now.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Well, it's I don't know, to be honest with you. It comes to the point that it's just getting really, really frustrating to see him getting injured. Hello, Michelle. Michelle 289. According to Michelle, that's her MVP pick to win.
Travis?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry, that's not gonna happen.
You got to be healthy to do that.
Yes, yes. Painful injury to watch him. It's very painful to watch him get injured. Yes, I agree. He is a very talented player, but he needs to work in his health.
And he's a nice guy, but in the end, he's made out of glass.
Yeah, like we were talking about this last year that every time there's a wind blowing against him, feels like he's gonna be like limping home or something. But yeah, so that's one. Okay, let's talk about Dalton Pompey and his head injury. How did he get it? I love the story. How did he get
Well,
it?
he's had two concussions,
Mm-hmm.
and he is Canadian from Mississauga,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not really why he's on the team. But he's
He's good, though. He
and
was
not
good.
Many,
He was
not
good.
many Jays have speed.
Mm-hmm.
He was almost a full time in what 20.
2 years ago.
15?
Yeah, when he got up to
Yeah.
when he went
So
up.
last week, he opened his locker and two bats fell on his head or tapped him on the head, and now he's back in concussion protocol.
So, well, right now he's day to day, so probably he's gonna
Yeah.
miss what 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the opening season. Opening
I heard they put him on the 60-day deal.
60 days, so he's gone for like
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
So well, put it this way, just said we have plenty of people to replace him.
Yeah.
Lots of people, and too bad though because he was slated to be full time in the bench this year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because
sucks.
he's out of options too.
Oh yeah, oh man.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about Tapera. He has, what did he get? He got a right elbow inflammation.
Mhm.
He's going for surgery on March 24th. Update was scheduled to resume throwing on March 25th. So maybe it's just a thing. So and Bud Norris got a right arm soreness, scratch from schedule up since March 21st. And expected to return possibly opening day. He'll probably in the field, but he's not gonna do anything else except wave.
At the least.
At least, yeah. And Baraki, Baroki.
Yeah, he's gonna miss the first two starts.
Yeah, he has a left elbow soreness. That was the last update. He'll be getting his season on the injury list March 23rd update. So, and
And Clay Buchholz, what's his injury or issue?
Buckles, where are you? Dave Buckles. Where is he? I can't find him here in the list. Travis, Pompey. No, I don't have him in the list here. What is
He was not going to make opening day, but they say late April he should be on the team.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Late April? He's like theoretically Clay's supposed to be our fourth starter.
Yeah.
This means we'll be running in a one man short well, this is not good.
Trent Thornton's going to take Barocki's place, so he'll be number 4 for the first 2 weeks.
For the first 2 weeks. Yeah, because Aaron Sanchez is
Yeah.
slated to be the fifth person in the rotation. So
Mhm.
that's gonna be good. Well, I'm just looking over the stats from last year. It's average, but put it this way: the guys' fastballs are above 90. The slowest one is actually Richards at 90.1 miles, and his
Yeah.
he had 121 Ks last year, 61 balls. So His WHIP is 1.47. ERA is like 4.37. So
And that was in the National League West.
yeah. Well, I'm being optimistic here. I think we'll do well. I see ourselves being hopefully third this year. Hopefully above Tampa. That's all I'm asking for. It's not go below Tampa. Yeah. So okay. Pitchers. What do you reckon about this pitching staff of ours, despite Clay being out?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're caught because they are trying to get younger.
Yeah.
So they're stuck in a spot where if they end up being successful, Stroman and Sanchez are having a good year, they could turn around and trade them for younger pitchers.
Yeah.
So
If Sanchez is healthy too,
yeah,
because we can. I think Stroman wants to stay in Toronto.
he does. He's even got a tattoo to show for it.
I think, to be honest with you, he does want to stay here. I think he'll do whatever it takes to stay here. He knows the potential of the team, right? And he's not making that much compared to other high end pitchers though.
Not yet.
No, yeah, he is very talented. If he's healthy,
Yeah.
he can kick ass. If he's healthy.
Same with Sanchez. His fingers haven't had an issue this year.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood on that one. I agree. If Sanchez is healthy, he will. Hopefully, he gets the same form back that he got like 2 years ago before his finger injury. That was a great. Like when he actually bulk up and he looks good. He looks amazing that time, right? So hopefully, they get healthy in that way, right? So.
So with Charlie Montoya,
Yes.
now the new manager, and he spent the last 8 years in Tampa Bay Rays minor league system.
Yeah.
So he was basically been working with Joe Madden at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very possible they could do a couple of tricks
Yes.
every now and then with the opener, which could be Tepera, Axford, Gavilio,
Mm-hmm.
and just bring in a reliever to be the starter for that particular day.
Okay, I was a little hesitant about that the way they were doing their pitches, like their pitching staff. It gave them the opportunity to like destroy everyone's mentality regarding how everything's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, it really, really handcuffed some of the pitchers. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. I think if Montoya wants to succeed and actually get some playoff experience for the Jays, he needs to look at the team, look at how they've been playing for the past like few years, right? Improve it. Don't change too much for the first year, because Toronto people are not people in Canadian fans in Toronto Blue Jays are very nice people, but you piss them off, they'll run you over. So you think the Yankees fans are hardcore? Wait until you come up here. It doesn't look like it, my God, but they will bash you.
Well, they will be fast, so I'm expecting lots of stolen bases
Yeah.
from the capable
Are they going back to the
runners.
Are they going back to the old-fashioned hit and run that we've been dying to see for the past like 4 years?
Possible, because I like the National League, so I would hope so.
Yeah.
What I don't like is the thought that he's okay with doing the 4-man outfield. I can't stand that thought, but that's the new.
Yeah,
That's
shift.
the new game. That's
I
the new
can't stand
yeah.
the shift as well too. I don't understand the shift. Like I understand that you're gonna move everyone to the other side because it's statistically the guy's hitting. Let's say you move everyone to the left field, because statistically he hits in the left field. But if he just swings that bat a little slower, a little behind, that ball is going straight to the right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's I don't know. It's very tricky. You have to be very, very knowledgeable to who's actually batting and who against the
Yeah.
pitcher. Because the shift, I think, how many times did we do the shift last year? We barely did the shift, didn't we? Compared to like
Like
Boston.
no more than 10 times, I guess.
Yeah, like Boston. I know New York did the shift a lot. Boston did it too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tampa Bay did it almost every day.
I know, I know. So if that's the case, if I'm the opponent, the first thing I'll do is if they shift, I'm gonna pull that bat
Or bunt.
or bunt. Yeah, like screw the crap out of them and see what happens. Now next thing you know, they're like, "I told you so." So yeah, they Montoya. I can't wait to see him manage because I haven't really seen him managed. It looks like he's doing well. The team is very happy. We'll see. But we'll see after like the first 3 months in the full season, see how much he actually managed to make this team
Well,
better.
He's laid back where he'll let you do what you do to prepare, but at the same time, every day he sends every player their itinerary and what he expects from them. So he's not military, but he knows what he wants, and if the players do it, then he'll let them kind of roam free.
So in other words, they're putting the people in a leash somehow. And so in other words, they give him the freedom, but as soon as you screw up, he's gonna pull that leash back and say,
Yeah,
"Okay, you know what?
he'll email everybody every morning saying, "You're playing today, where you're playing, and
Yeah.
what I expect." Because I even heard recently they could have Goriel at first at sometimes, just toy around with things.
And after the smoke, he goes to DH. Sorry.
Yeah, DH. If there's an injury, that's the only way I could see them doing that.
Yeah. This means they have to be prepared to move to different positions.
Yeah,
Hopefully, they practice that during spring training.
well, that's what they've been doing with Kevin Biggio.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be in Buffalo, but they're having him play second, first, left and center.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least he's getting trained. So, anybody else in the management? And I remember you saying that the new pitch. No, sorry. Who's there? The management team had just some issues regarding training younger guys. I think that's what you mentioned.
That was Bud Norris. He's known for calling out younger players.
Okay. What do you mean? As in?
There was one incident in Dunedin where he called out who's one of their prospects.
Pitcher and the bench. Oh, there's a prospect. There you go. Pitcher.
Yeah, they were doing drills
Mm-hmm.
to first base, and
And he got yelled at.
he didn't want to participate, so to speak.
Oh, really?
Who was it? David Polino.
Ah.
And so sorry, it wasn't Bud Norris, but he's been known to have issues with young players. It was
He doesn't want to do the
was
drills, and next thing you
Ken
know,
Giles. He spoke up and just tore a piece in him, saying, "You're not just going to stand there. You're going to participate in the drills, so to speak." So he's one of the how Tulowitzki was one of
Yeah.
the voices in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Looks like Ken Giles is that now.
Oh, okay. So this guy didn't want to do the drills. He got yelled at.
Yeah,
Oh, and he's a prospect.
yeah,
And he's still getting paid what, 10 grand a year? No, sorry, 30 grand a
Yeah.
year. Yeah, if he wants to play in the majors, he has to listen to the coach, man. Seriously, I don't care how good you are.
yeah.
If you have that ego, go to New York. You don't need any of that crap.
Yeah, we don't need Alvin Iverson.
No.
Practice.
Yeah. If that kid gets injured, I swear to God, Jay's better trade the shit out of him, man. I don't need this.
Yeah.
I need some type of playoffs. We were
Yeah.
so close last time. But yeah, so if the management keeps up and keeps drilling to those guys that they have to work hard, they can't just fool around and think that they can do whatever they want to do, and next thing you know, something happens. Not good. Not good. Okay. So prospects. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm surprised and very glad they brought back Pete Walker because
Yes.
the way they were talking in the offseason, I wasn't sure if they were just going to let him walk or bring him back because everybody was asking about him.
Oh no, they're gonna keep
So,
Pete Walker in. Actually,
yeah.
in chat room, has it any of the training staff changes this year? As far as I know, they kept all of them, right?
No, they brought in John Schneider, who was in New Hampshire, AA.
Oh, because what's his
The
name?
only-
Went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only one who's back is Pete Walker and Luis Rivera. Everyone else is new.
Excuse me. How about the trainer? What's her name? It's still here because I saw her floating around last couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, she's still here.
Okay, yeah, because she was actually good. She kept those guys very healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that's good. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Prediction for 2019. Let's start with the Blue Jay standing. Be honest. Just be honest, because I can tell this right now. We're gonna remember this, and at the end of the season, we're gonna say, okay, we're wrong or right in this one, because I know last year your prediction for playoffs were actually bang on. So
They won 73 last year.
okay.
It all depends on the direction they go. If they trade players, and it could go downhill fast.
Mhm.
But if everything goes smoothly, I'm expecting 72,
72.
which would make
72.
them fourth above
Fourth.
Baltimore. We can't be worse than Baltimore.
No, it can be worse than Baltimore. They've been a laughing stock of the baseball for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how the mighty has fallen there, eh?
Yeah.
My prediction, I got this feeling they're definitely gonna be above 500. With this lineup, I'm being optimistic. I think they're gonna be. I got this feeling they're gonna be third. Oh, sorry, fourth. You're right. They're gonna be fourth, but at least we have a very, very good chance in the pennant, in the wild card. We're gonna be trying hard to get the wild card. We were never gonna win the East. We're not gonna win the
No,
pennant
that's-
East. There's no way we're gonna do that this year. But I got
I
this
think
feeling.
that's already one.
Yeah. God. But I have this feeling that they're gonna work their ass off just to get at least a spot in the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's all I'm asking for is the wild card. I'm not asking for the world here. I'm only asking for wild card. Second place. That's all I'm asking. Second place in the wild card. That's all I'm asking. Okay. How about playoffs? Who you're predicting for the playoffs?
I've got the Yankees winning the East.
Okay.
I've got Minnesota Twins winning the Central.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cleveland got rid of everybody. So
Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah, they
I've got
cleaned house.
Houston Astros winning the West. Boston winning one wild card and Oakland winning the second wild card.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't go that far, but I say New York is be the East for sure. I'm not even gonna bother figuring out who's gonna be the East and the West stuff, but I'm just gonna say right now, I have this feeling it's gonna be. I have a good feeling about Atlanta. I have a very,
Yeah.
very strong feeling about Atlanta.
I've got Atlanta. It's not because they got Josh Donaldson. They're up
No,
and coming.
they've been
They
working
got their
hard.
own, they got their own. Forgot his name right now. They got their own Vladdy,
Yeah,
so to speak.
yeah, and well, half the management staff there
I
is
see
like
them win the
Toronto.
West.
Yeah.
I got Milwaukee winning the Central
Mm-hmm.
and Colorado winning the West. With
Really?
the Cubs and Phillies winning the wild card.
Yeah, the Cubs is done. They got their glory. I think they're not gonna come back until like 100 years from now or something. I think they're done. They're done for the decade. But yeah, I was saying that Atlanta's head office is all from the Jays clubhouse.
Yeah,
So
Metropolis.
yeah, so that's too bad that he left though. He wasn't very happy in Cleveland either. So, or in LA. That's why he moved to Atlanta, closer to home. So, but yeah, I have this feeling it'll be Atlanta and dare to say it, New York, possibly. Yeah, yeah.
That's who you have for the World Series?
That's my World Series. Yeah, Atlanta and New York.
I've got Houston Astros beating Milwaukee Brewers in 6 games for the World Series.
What's with you with the Astros, man? Seriously, that's like twice in a row now.
They just re-signed Verlander for 4 or 5 years. They're sniffing around. They want to get. They're asking about Stroman actually now.
They've been talking about Stroman for the past like 2 years for them to come down there
Yeah,
because they're
and
desperate.
they got Diaz
Yes.
from us,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Diaz was good.
and with a healthy Cordera and Altuve,
Mm-hmm.
like the Yankees, they've already won the West.
Yes, but it does not mean they're gonna make it to the World Series or the playoffs,
No,
right? Winning your pennant does not make you does not give you a ticket to the World Series. One little tiny mistake,
Does-
one stupid call, you're gonna lose the game. There's no way. Okay, how about this? Vlad and Boba Fett. You think they're coming up this year?
yeah, people are talking more about Vladdy Guerrero Jr. with his weight. They said he's bigger than last year.
It's okay. It's a
So if he's-
bigger as in dare to say this fatter because of
Yes.
fat or because of muscle fat.
No, like he's eating too much. Even though they have their own nutritionist, so I'm not
He's probably
sure
sneaking in a
where it's
hotel or
coming
something.
Well, his aunt travels everywhere he goes, and apparently she feeds him.
Oh, dude, no! Are you serious?
Yeah. All the way through the minors. She
It's
was
not
there.
muscles for sure. Their chat room is not muscle. That little boy has like baby fat still in there. It's like there's no lean meat in that one. I can tell you. But,
So does that mean he's gonna be slow at third? That's why people say maybe at first.
he'll probably okay if he does go up in first as a part-time first. I can see that. Full-time third in the major leagues, there's no way he can do that. He
Yeah.
is not fit enough to be third base in the major league, especially in the East. Especially in the East.
At the same time, I don't want a 20-year-old being your DH.
No, you're gonna ruin him. There's no point for having a DH,
Yeah.
him as a DH, as a 20-year-old. How about Boba Fett? Boba Fett, is he ready? I think he's more ready than Vlad.
I just heard this afternoon he's ready now,
He,
but I
he,
don't want to.
he looks amazing during the spring training. He
He
looks
did.
good.
He did, but they have a past of rushing players. Like, who was it they had when he went to Pittsburgh? The outfielder.
One of our prospect that he left.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus. Then we were kicking ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah. God damn it.
I can't remember his name right now. I just don't want to rush him and then pay the price. So I would leave him in Buffalo for the year.
Yeah.
He was in Double A last year, and I would just call him up in September, if anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have another one for Reese McGuire.
Reese McGuire, they said he's staying in Buffalo the whole year.
Okay, because he's a lot younger than those two, right?
Yeah.
Probably another year and a half before he comes up.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Well, looks good. Looks good.
It's going to be competitive and very interesting and exciting.
Everyone will be fighting for a spot
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, I have to ask this question. Mike Trout, with his 12-year, $430 million contract. I think statistically he's making $220,000 per game.
How much is he making per at bat?
So, I don't know, but put it this way, I think it's more than us. We're getting paid on this one. That's a lot of money for a guy that's 25 years old, never played
Yeah.
outside the West Coast. Do you know? Okay, in your, I'm having trouble understanding this. This guy signed a 12-year contract. Okay. Because I admit that he's a very good player. Like, I admit that he's a very, very good player. His stats shows it. You think he
He's
can hack?
5'2".
I'm sorry?
He's 5'2" player. He can do it all.
Yeah. But can he play outside the West Coast? Remember, he's playing against Oakland, Seattle, Texas. Texas? Yeah.
Houston.
Minnesota. Is it? Yeah. Like, can he play against those guys? Like, he plays those guys almost every day. Like, that's his area. But as soon as he goes to the West or the East, I think he struggles. He's still hitting.
I remember when the Angels came here last year. I wanted to go to see Trout and Ohtani,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ohtani got injured. And Trout had, I think it was a 4-game series, and he had 2 hits.
Yeah.
So it's not like any other sport where you go and you play the whole game and you're in the spotlight. So I don't know if there's something to that, but I like the contract.
Oh,
He doesn't want the spotlight. He doesn't want anything to do with the spotlight. That's why he's in Anaheim and not in LA. So he has no interest in going. Is he from New York?
No, I thought he's from California. He's a West Coast boy. Isn't
He's
he?
from Philadelphia
Oh,
because
Philly? Okay.
who just signed with the Phillies? Like
Uh,
a week before?
Oh. I don't
From
know.
Washington.
Oh, with a 4-year.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Harper.
Bryce Harper said, "Come home. I'll recruit you. In 2 years, come play with the Phillies."
Yeah, that's not
So
gonna
he's
happen.
from Philadelphia, but he doesn't want the spotlight. He's happy where he is.
Oh, he's from New Jersey.
Oh,
He's from Jersey.
why was Harper saying "come home"?
I don't know.
Anywho, I like that he's staying in Anaheim and not going to help the Dodgers or the Red Sox or the Yankees like everybody does. So he's being loyal, and I admire loyalty.
Yeah, same here, but you think he handcuffs himself for just staying in LA? I
He
think
does. He shoots the Angels in the foot because who else can they bring in?
yeah. Well,
Who else can they
he's
sign?
getting paid $430 million. I think that's the whole
And
the
they
whole
s-
team. The salary is
and
like
they
going
still
straight to
have-
him.
And the Angels still have Pujols
See,
for how many more? 4 more years?
yeah, he's gone anyway. There's no way you're gonna keep both of them there. Like, again, he's a great player. He's great. He's doing well in the West. Come out here. Like, statistically, American East is the hardest league. The hardest division. It's the hardest division. You can't go around that. That's the hardest division to play in.
Well, maybe he's looking forward to coming to play in Oriole Park.
What, Oriole Park that they haven't fixed it for like millions of years and it's falling apart? That one that smells like sewage? Not my words. Words by CNN. So yeah, good for him having a 12 million, 12 years, 430 mil. Good for him. I wish I get paid that same way. I'll be loyal too. But it's not worth it. I don't see it that being that worth it.
He's gonna need help. That's for sure. You can't do it all.
Well, they can't afford to help him.
I know.
You're gonna bring in some
So
minor league
that's-
guys. Like, here you go, play against his, play with him, see what happens.
That-
Right.
That's the Angels' issue now.
Yeah. Well, they shot him. They literally shot themselves in the foot in this one. It's like a New York thing. I think they're trying to do a New York thing. Sign a guy for like 8 years, lots of money.
Yeah.
Good. It doesn't matter if the guy's injured or not. So it's like David Price going to Boston. Great during the regular season. It's a flop in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, with the Yankees and Stanton.
Yeah. So transplanting another player that's worth a lot of money to another team that they can afford does not mean they can be a great player, guys. If you guys are wondering that, there's no way. Oh well. Anywho. Anything else before we sign off there? I think that we're running out of time.
So opening day starter is Stroman.
Yes. Thursday. Broadcast starts at 3:07, but it does not mean first pitch. So, if you guys are working, you don't have to rush home. It's nice to see the opening game, but don't worry, you don't have to rush home. I think the first pitch is going to be roughly around 5. But yeah, both of us are going to be in game on Saturday, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
you
guys.
have
Yeah.
MVP for the season?
Oh, MVP for the Jays?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Hold on. Let me see my list again here. Okay, let's go start. We're just starting rotation. Nothing. I think Pilar is looking for some vengeance from last year's. He did well last year, but he wants to keep going. Guerrero Jr. is fighting his ass. He's working hard to stay in the lineup full time. Smokey did well, like after his big hit like 2 years ago. Last year he maintained it. He did not like
He didn't step back.
exactly. He kept it as is, so he could be a contender. If he did get his MVP, I don't mind. I'm not gonna be mad at that. I'll be very, very happy. But
If he does, they'll trade him. If he does, they will trade him.
yeah, they've been talking about trading him for a while now. The Jays have been talking about trading.
Colorado is asking.
Yeah, they've been talking about it for a while now, but good for Jays to keep him. I'm glad that he stayed. I really do. Yeah, those are my guys. I want to see Jansen succeed. I want to see I want to see how he plays.
Mhm.
He's stepping in a very big shoes. Very
I
big
have
shoes.
a feeling their MVP could possibly be Freddie Galvis.
Oh, yes. Reason, please tell me.
I think he got the least amount of errors for the Padres last year.
Mhm.
He doesn't hit for power, but he hits for average. I'm not sure where they're going to have him in the lineup. I've heard anywhere from possibly 2nd to 8th.
Mhm.
But
Well-
his defense, he's better than Gurriel for defense.
Yes. Okay, here's his stats. At bat, his AB is 320. Runs is 34. Home runs is 7. RBI is 35. Oh no, this is wrong. Yeah. His average is 0.25.
That's in the spring.
That's the spring. Yeah, I'm reading the wrong stats here. Shit, I need to get full stats now. I need to get full stats. Shit. But I think last year he was pretty good. I think last year that you're right, he is hitting average. He's very he doesn't hit it for power. Even the stats here, like okay, if I'm looking at this is the spring stats.
Yeah.
My God. If you can just cut this in half for the first month, like for example, Morales already have 24 home runs in spring training. Smoke is 29. If you cut that in half, that will give you until to the playoff until the All Stars.
Hmm.
Right, that's pretty good. So, oh well, yeah.
And I guess the final question would be when Vladdy Jr. comes up.
Yes.
Is he the rookie of the year?
Yes, if he does come up, well, to be rookie of the year, you have to start in the season, day one of the season, right?
I think you just need over 100 games or 120 games. Because they weren't going to bring him up until late April anyway.
Yeah.
So they can get the full 6 years out of him.
He needs to like stop eating his aunt's food. Seriously, he needs to go lose weight. Like, I'd rather bring. If it does come up, what position he's playing? He cannot take out. He can't play third. There's no way. It's a fast-paced game in third.
They're gonna rotate him probably. First, third, and DH. As little DH as possible, I hope.
Yeah. In my opinion, keep him there until April, as you said. Bring him up. Get his at bats in the major league. And seesaw him back and forth because there's no way that he's only 20 years old, right? 20, 21, 22?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, he still has a lot of years left. Like, if you want to keep him long term, they have to like be very careful with him. Even same thing with Bo Bichette. I like him too. I saw them the first time they went up here to play. I'm very, very impressed. So yeah. Plus his hair is pretty cool. Moose. Yeah, I got a person here. Hey y'all. Moose Mosley. Oh, hey. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, so that's our prediction for this year. So we'll be doing this weekly every Thursday. So come join us. We definitely want to hear you. Definitely going to be fun. You can actually catch this in podcasts as well too. So yeah, but so that's our prediction for this year. I can't wait to start the season because oh, sorry, before we let you go, is there a reason why we're starting this year earlier? I'm getting mixed like signals, mixed information regarding this.
I haven't heard any official reason because they're not changing the schedule. But they could be starting it earlier and they're having more off days. Mondays and Thursdays they have off, or
Okay.
that may be one thing. Like they started way early when Oakland played Seattle in Japan.
Yeah. Well, Seattle's leading in the West Coast right now, guys. If you're wondering, American West, Seattle is leading by 2-0.
Ichiro retires on the top.
There you go. Just give you guys a heads up that right now, how it's statistically, right now, as of today, Seattle will be winning the World Series. Just let
If
you
it
know.
ended today.
Yeah, we'll see on Thursday when the season actually starts for the rest of the team. But right now, Seattle's leading in the West, followed by Oakland. There you go.
So we're tied for third.
Yes. Yes. Okay, guys, that's it. That is for our first episode of the Jace Talk. So, if you guys are watching us live on YouTube and Twitch, we do record this live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you guys click the subscribe button, you'll be notified when we go live and upload any new content. You can also download this episode and any other episode at any of your favorite podcasts. Just search for Radio9 Podcasting Network. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week at the Blue Jays Talk here at the Radio9 Podcasting Network. Good night, guys.